Oh, I should have done that. Welcome everybody to, to Collective Esports. Uh, I sorry, just waking up here. I am your host, Coach Mex or Seal King in the collective chat. For those of you wondering exactly who I am, with me today is the one, the only Skinny. You already know who he is, of course. One of I want to say one of Collective's OGs. You guys have Prevail's been here quite a while, right? From
Prevail
that,
has. I myself, Prevail's roster have not been, but yeah, we're all old heads.
fair enough.
So
Looks like we're gonna be having an interesting game today.
Centurion.
Centurion. I'm gonna get so much hate in the chat for mispronouncing that. Is gonna go head to head with God Tier today on Coastline, and it looks like Centurion is going to be the ones going on attack. So Skinny, have you seen these teams play yet?
God tier, of course, I've seen. Centurion,
Yeah.
not so much. So it's always nice to see a new team, or quote unquote new team play, at least from my perspective. So definitely
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, I haven't play really either. I know no I have. I've seen them play I think once. Um and unfortunately it's not really I guess a good amount of games to go off of. However, I am going to notice that Uncurled Bananas is one of their new players. I do remember Zen Banana Bros, Nice Guy Jake, and TC, but Uncurled is new, so maybe bringing in a sub or possibly just one of the roster changes since the last time I've seen them play.
hmm Yeah, definitely, and that's the thing too with quote unquote newer teams coming in and playing. You're not as familiar with their players even, so it's kind of just a total crapshoot on oh hey who's the starter, who's the sub, who's new, who's old, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll make it work.
Yeah. I do know the full starting roster of God Tier, however. They are a team I'm quite familiar with. If people in the collective don't know, which they should know by now, I talk about it all the time. Slicks is a very good friend of mine. I've watched most, if not all, of their games so far this season. They're one of the teams I follow. I used to be part of their team as well, hence the kind of history I have with them. Um, and so far it seems that Slacks, it's not Slicks. I've been getting heated for that.
hmm
But yeah, it's going to be Slacks on God Tier, bringing in Depressed so far. I have a small, faint idea of who the other players are coming into this game, but I guess we'll see. Maybe he'll surprise us and pull in a sub.
hmm Definitely.
But Coastline, what do you think what do you think the bans are going to be for this map?
Coastline bands. Coastline is an interesting map for me in the sense that it's one of the few maps that you don't need a hard breacher per se. Of course, a hard breacher is
Yeah.
influential in any map, but on Coastline you can really get away with not running one like at all. So, um, for Coastline, I definitely see on the attacker side, Yin and Glaz are definitely two strong operators on this map. So to see one or both of those duo wouldn't be too surprising. Could also see a hard breacher just by default because those exist. Um, Given how much these teams may or may not know about each other, we could see an atypical ban like Asher Blitz, but I don't see that happening. And then as for defense, Mira more or less has to go on this map. And then just your usual information operators. I could also see maybe a pulse coming out, so definitely a Mira, pulse, vouch, any of those.
See, I could agree with you on some aspects. You definitely don't need a hard breacher on this map, considering how much of this map is just pure wood. It's just pure soft wood
hmm
across most of the map. However, it is smart to bring one. Um, I do disagree with you though on the Mira. Ying and Glaws I agree with on any map. My pick
Mm-hmm.
would have been possibly a Ying slash Glaws ban, and I'm gonna 100% say there's got to be a shield, either a Monty or a Blitz, just for safety measures alone. Seeing as God tier is going to be on defense first.
Mm-hmm.
For defensive bans, I don't believe Mira is as powerful of an operator, seeing as the amount of vertical play from soft floors down below in every site that you can play in. I do see where she is valuable. I do see where she is, where she is well to be used on said map. However, I feel like a vertical operator is going to be a little bit more powerful to ban on defense. Maybe a pulse,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a Valkyrie. Um, one someone with the C4 that'll be able to get you from either down below or up above. That's someone you're gonna have to worry about. Also on attack as well, Buck. I would not be surprised to see. Oh, what is this?
Buck is a very powerful map or operator on this map for sure. And then also I forgot to mention beforehand, but given that this is God tiers and we have Slats playing, if Centurion's done any kind of research on God tier, a visual ban would not be at all surprising to me.
Yeah. What is surprising to me, however, is I believe it's pronounced Tracks, Tricks. Either one, I'm going to call him Tracks for the remainder of this video until I'm corrected otherwise. Seems to be a new player. I have yet to see him play this season. Not sure if it's either just if it's a sub, if it's a new player, or possibly one of the old God tier members that just happen to be on a different account. Maybe their other account isn't working, or they happen to get com banned. I guess we'll find out. And as we are readied up here today, ready from Banana Bros to confirm it, we are going to get started into the ban phase.
Alright. God tier ban first. See what we can do here.
Well, Jackal ban is actually not too surprising. Possibly the only thing I could think of for a Jackal ban on this map is they're probably going to go for a little bit more of a roam heavy strat. And just getting that Jackal out of the way early instead of that Montang is probably going to be a bit useful, as well as the Blackbeard coming out.
Centurion, it's not a lot of window play with that. So far we're 0 for 2 on these bans. Let's see if we can get at least one. Mira.
Oh.
Not a necessity, you say.
Well, I feel it's more of a comfort ban, but that could just be me. I feel a lot more powerful operators could have been used on this map, but again, yeah, but it looks like another comfort ban is Echo is going to go out. That is going to be one of the plant denials gone. A very smart one at that. But that being said, Ying, Glaws, Montang, Blitz, and everybody in between is still going to be on the board. So right now, it's looking like Centurion. I'm gonna get flack for that, but it looks like Centurion is going to be able to pick some of the best operators to use on this map. Yup, Montang's going to be bringing out, for instance, as well as the Buck for that vertical play.
You know, I always forget that Nomad's an operator now that's available. I mean, it's only been a season, but she completely slipped my mind. The fact that there's only 2 stairwells on coastline makes rotates, and that's too impossible with the Nomad in play, so definitely Centurion winning out the ban phase for their attacks anyway. See how well they can utilize that, but round 1 we are going to double bar here, which is a nice site to see first personally, in my opinion. I feel that's a very underrated site to defend. But most teams often go to Hookah or kind of just one of the upstairs sites. So it's nice to see God tier here switching things up.
Looks like they were a little confused as to where that reinforcement was supposed to go. I was going to say I prefer also leaving this wall right here open for that window just to be able to play from either main lobby or right here, excuse me. The only thing, if you didn't notice, the Montang got switched to Capital. That's going to be Zen, and he was actually forcing Slacks to switch from his comfort zone of Vigil over to Elysian to try to stop that shield play. So pretty smart by Centurion. Might have thrown him off a little bit.
Definitely, but also you have to keep in mind that Legion in any capacity is never a bad pitch. You can anchor with them, you can roam with them, get stronger the longer the game goes on, so definitely makes roam clear easier, but might make your later game a bit more frustrating.
Ooh. Okay. Looks like that's an interesting play. I don't think I've seen before. It looks like Koala is going to be sitting over in Billiards room doing a little bit of vertical play downstairs into that I believe it's office, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
That he was looking through that drone hole.
Yep.
Oh, and it looks like the press is going to get the first kill, just making it off with his life, as nice guy Jake is going to get that second off on the Koala. Now it's going to be an even 4v4.
A 1-for-1 trade, but God tier definitely left worse for wear with the Gator being left on 1 singular HP, and given the resets aren't as powerful as they once were, that might come back to on God tier later on in the round.
Ooh. Looks like TC isn't going to realize that Vivid is playing downstairs in Courtyard, just kind of laying out almost in the open right now, as Zen gets another kill off onto the press, but then again, as you said, not a lot of help there to work off of. And TC will finally see Vivid as he does a drop down above him and does get that kill off. Gonna be all in tricks here to get these kills, as Slicks does get the kill off on the TC, as well as Nice Guy. But Trax is going to get that, or is going to be taken down, excuse me. I believe Zen was the one to get that refrag. So now it's going to be a 1v2. 30 seconds left on the clock. He just has to play time, but doesn't, as Uncrow Banana does take down Slacks for the final kill from Sunrise and does clean up the round. Congratulations for Centurion.
And interesting strategy that Gautier had going on there. I can definitely see it working in theory. I think the problem really was just the early picks onto the roamers, as well as the position where Vivid was playing. That's meant to hold blue bar and the kitchen rotate from Courtyard, but the thing is you're usually holding that kind of angle from the main lobby area or over by security rather than actually staying in Courtyard, because with Courtyard that's basically a death sentence, because the attackers can get on the roof, the defenders can't, so they can definitely just watch all angles into that Courtyard. So definitely I think the strat could have worked with better positioning, but first round ultimately goes to Centurion, so we'll see what we can do here in response on God tier's side, as it will be going to kitchen service, it looks like. And yeah, God tier definitely favoring these downstairs sites, which is not the norm for a map like Coastline, given all the vertical play that you have, but again, Buck is in play, so the vertical play can go both ways, so yeah, I mean, it's nice to see a change of pace.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you there, especially what you said about Vivid. That was extremely confusing on last round. What I am glad to see, though, is that he is going to be switching to that Maestro play, and it looks like Vivid, we are going to be seeing him playing upstairs in Penthouse as Vigil, and as everybody knows, if they do follow God tier, he's possibly one of the best Vigil players in the league. It's got to be a smart thing to say, or a safe thing to say, I guess I should say.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely lead. There's certain players who definitely are the poster child for operators. I think the most popular being forced on the Montaigne, but
oh yeah.
Slacks on the Vigil. One of the most iconic duos in Collective we have so far.
Well, it seems I did miss a little bit of damage going out to him. Not sure who that was by, but let's see if he can still escalate on this pick. Oh, as the press gets his way off on a penthouse window and does get that quick pick off on the TC.
Nice early pick for God tier here, as God tier is just going to be playing with their strengths, which is definitely their heavy roam game, and on a map as flexible as Coastline, that can really be abused on God tier side. Yeah, the press here just trying to just bring a lot of attention over to VIP, waste as much time as possible, because you're not going to be inclined to just push a Jaeger like that. So, Centurion's definitely got to figure out some way to put out these roamers, as we are halfway through the round here.
Looks like Nice Guy is going to be the first person to take down Slacks as he makes his way around and does take down Depressed, who is sitting over in Penthouse, and now there's going to be both roamers. But they did waste a minute on the clock, so there is going to be only a minute left to get that plan down. Last three are sitting on site.
What?
Uncrow Banana kills himself?
That? We got Trax taking out what looked to be the Thermite. We're left in a 2v3 now, favoring God tier once again. I'm not sure what happened there with the box, but we do have the Ash playing from above, working out that vertical play, but with only 40 seconds left in a man disadvantage, it looks like he's attempting to go for frags, as Koala will take out Nice Magic, and now it's all up to the Capital here of Zen Black Magic, making his way through Sunrise Bar, going to go for a kitchen side push with only 20 seconds left. No diffuser, 3 points left, he's going to have to go for frags. Will light up what looks to be the Legion of, I believe, Trax, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Trax. He's got the half out, but with only 5 seconds left, it's not going to happen, and Gatu comes back quite strong on their second defensive round.
Ooh, a little bit of pre-fire, smart.
So, I really wish you could have caught that grenade. I want to know what went wrong there.
I could probably tell you what was going on, and I'm assuming it does happen to more sledge players as well. What I'm guessing he tried to do was pre-cook the grenade, throw it on the ground, and then buck the top ceiling, because if you didn't notice, there was a buck shotgun going off up top, so we probably tried to hit it, and unfortunately for him, it might have gotten stuck on one of the beams in the in VIP floor, and that's one of the things that I'm guessing happened. At least for his sake, that's what I'm hoping happened. I hope he didn't just hold it for too long and blow himself up there.
I mean, that's definitely a possibility, but
yeah.
I want to say, I know that kind of strategy, but I want to say that an easier way to do it is to you throw the grenade on the ground, and then it's easier with buck than it is with sludge, with slip doable. But what you do is you throw the grenade, and then you buck out the floorboard, and the grenade will hopefully drop through. That way, you know, you can get a more unsuspecting kill while also avoiding blowing yourself up in the process. But
well,
that's a minor misplay. But
that's what I was getting. That's what I was trying to say too. Is he might have done that, and what I think, well, we do have the time to go over this. I think what happened is he possibly threw the grenade around over here in VIP Lodge, probably by that half sofa, and tried to buck out the floor. But I think it might have gotten stuck on one of the beams. It's probably what was his downfall, which does happen.
It happens, but you'd figured you'd have enough time to at least get somewhat away from it. Because I don't think he took any damage prior, but I won't dwell on it too much. I blow myself up doing that trick all the time, so that's why I avoid doing it. So, no judgment for me, personally.
Looks like the roaming potential is going to switch up a little bit here, as Koala is going to be the one to switch over to the Jaeger role.
Cover me, reloading!
Koala playing very aggressively here. It's the Ash of Jade, and will be a lot of damage on him as he goes for rotate through the bathroom. He does take down the Ash of Jade. So, first kill goes to God tier for this round. Nice early pick for them as Jade has definitely been spearheading Centurion's attack so far. As we have the buck of uncurled bananas here.
Yep.
Playing in courtyard, which isn't as deadly for attackers, but it's definitely not a fun place to be for anyone, really. He seems a bit lost on what to do. We did a refresh onto the press by the Zofia, so it's a 4v4 back on the tarps.
Oh, I was waiting to see if he was going to blow himself up there. I was like, don't do it again, don't do it.
What I'm surprised by is the fact that he was actually able to rappel back up to that balcony over by luggage. Usually, again, like courtyard is just such an open area. It's basically just a free-for-all for anyone going through. I'm surprised no one caught him on that rotate. But we'll take up a legion of tracks now. Koala equalizes it onto the Zofia. We are back to a 3v3. Satsu's hit by a Nomad Jab and will lose supply 2 on Curl Bananas as Buck taking down the Vigil. 3v2 man advantage for Centurion as looks like Vivid here taking secondary jabs. Only one left on his roam clear. That is one that looks to be droning, if I'm not mistaken, as we got Koala going for the second flank here through luggage. Now, keep in mind, Slats did do a lot of damage to the buck of Bananas, but probably not going to play.
Might be able to
Koala
get a three-piece here.
will and gets a 2-piece so far. Then Black Magic refrag on Koala, and Vivid wins it out for odds here on round 3, and what was a very back and forth round there.
He got surprised through the smoke looking there. He's like, what? What's going on? There's a person here? What?
Happens.
I'm surprised that the Nomad that first took down Koala there on the stairs, they didn't push on that as much. They did get the I guess they did get the one on Vivid, but they just sort of forgot the flank. They figured, yeah, the rest of them are going to be on site, even though they didn't drone them out, didn't know where they were. They knew there was a Jaeger sitting somewhere in the building. They must have just assumed he was on site.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, on a map like Coastline where you only have 2 ways to get back upstairs, Nomad becomes a very powerful operator, and you definitely saw it there. Maybe not in the case of the Maestro, but the Vigil of Slacks. If that air jab hadn't been there, I personally believe he would have easily won a gunfight against the Buck in luggage. But all said and done, we're on round 4 here as God tier will go back to not seeming to be a fan of Penthouse, which is definitely an understandable opinion because I know a lot of teams. It's a really volatile site, I guess you could say, offers and defenders. But given that there's a Blackbeard band, really all you have to worry about from the side of Big Window would definitely be a glass playing way out on the roof. But Centurion does not seem keen to bring a glass, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I hate Penthouse. I think it's such an attacker-friendly room. Either if it's just from playing that vertical from downstairs, Penthouse window being completely open, like you said, gloss play, and then just as soon as you get hold of VIP, you basically won. You know, and so definitely not a fan of that. What I am a fan of though is the roam game here by Koala, as he is going to switch back over to his Valkyrie, as it seems Vivid is going to be the one to switch over to Jaeger and gets picked by a Pixel Peak from Uncurled Banana.
I don't even think that was a Pixel Peak. I think it was just a pre-fire doorway.
Yeah, that must have just been an unlucky play by Vivid. Who's the press playing? Oh, Depress is going to be switching to Castle. Not a lot of comfort on the roll pick here by God tier today. Seems they're switching around quite a bit this Jaeger roll, but it looks like Slack is going to go back to that Legion. Is he going to get the buck?
Some shots here coming up from Slacks. He's just going to fall off back into it. double bar site for now. No need to push a block, especially when all of Centurion has top 14 control at this point. You've wasted a little under half of the round, so not too bad, but to go back to your point on the operator switch up, I actually quite like it by that here, as it's like Koala, I believe, will get the pitch onto the Ying, where that's a huge pitch, but no, me personally, I really like the role switch up, or operator switch up rather, by God tier. Definitely shows a good sense of flexibility between their teammates. And I definitely think it's better to have a team of flexible players than it is to have like a Nash main and like Shield main, and, you know?
True, I mean, I do believe being able to do that is a little better, but to know, ooh, nice pick by Slicks, by the way, off on the uncurl bananas. But just having that comfort and being able to pick is just, oh my god, they're getting taken down one by one.
Fury kill is coming out here by God tiers. It's all left now to the capital of Magic. I'm just gonna call him Magic. I don't feel like saying that whole name. But
yeah, that is a long name.
I don't think the block really got too much done above too. I mean, you got some holes here in the Hookah Lounge looking down in the sunrise, but that's really it. And you're left in a 1v4 with 2 players in full health. That's not a good job. About 20 seconds left. He has diffuser, so by some miracle he could get a plant down, which I don't see happening. So at this point, he's either gotta go for frags here, or most likely just save the KD.
Well, they know where he is. 4 seconds left. There's not a chance. Oh my! And he just missed a double headshot. He wants to get that one last kill, but he can't.
That's frustrating.
That last kill on the tracks. He's like, just give me one. Just give me one. Oh, that was a 4-person hold on to that door. I'm surprised I didn't kill him, like, while he was trying to make his way in.
Oh man. Yeah, people stacked up on his doorway like that, then a TK is more than likely gonna happen. So, in my experience, I'm the one being TK'd. So, from an outsider's perspective, I'm glad it didn't happen.
Looks like going back to that visual play, I do like to see that, as Smoke is going to be played by Depressed. Usually it's Trax, but it seems Trax is going to be the one to go to that Legion play. First round they were looking a little they were looking a little down, it seemed, not really able to. Oh, never mind, 6 pick off on a Jaeger, but yeah, it looks like they were down a little bit on those on the play that they were going for that first round, bringing it back now to a 3-1. The only thing I'm surprised that I'm not seeing by Centurion is no shield play. No Montang being brought onto the board. Must not have studied God tier as well as they should have, maybe. I'm not trying to disrespect Centurion, not trying to down any of their plays, but Montang against a team like God tier for just, the sheer roaming ability that they do bring to the board, it's not a bad pick. Not a bad operator to bring.
Definitely a Montane to be really detrimental to a roam-heavy team, especially on a map like Coastline, going to kitchen service entrance here. You can get an easy flank on that service entryway, but the flip side to that is there are certain teams where they're just not comfortable running a Montane, and if you're gonna run a Montane things, like you have to be comfortable on the roll, otherwise it's more or less just a wasted it's like a lack of firepower at that point. But
true.
Turning on here. Might actually attempt to go for a kitchen side take through the double bars here, if I'm not mistaken.
That would be risky to say the least.
Oh yeah, but be nice to see.
Yeah. Is it? I believe Zen is going to be the one. I'm sorry to interrupt. I believe Zen's going to be the one doing the roam clear as Capital with the diffuser.
I mean, he might just be doing the drone work for his teammates right now, but yeah, I would hope you're not sending your Capital to do roam clear, especially holding the diffuser. But we've seen some miscommunication from teams in the past, so wouldn't be the first time, we'll say. But
I could say I've seen a lot worse.
But still, don't do it. We're hoping for you.
Aha, but Trax got... Yeah, Banana got an easy pick there. Trax got aggressive, pushing up on kitchen window like that. As now 3 hold on service?
Well,
Yeah, it looks like a 3 hold on service.
if you saw the angle that he was holding earlier too, he was prone behind the bomb in kitchen, just looking towards the window, which is like an aggressive angle in and of itself. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We got Slats over here in blue bar, looking to be waiting for a rotate down Blue Life stairs, but it doesn't seem that the push by Centurion is going to come from that way. So, serious decision making by God here so far, as you will get some shots off out onto, I'm not sure. You have to press, trying to take on the Buck, get a lot of damage in the process, but we have Slats on the flank from Security to take out the Buck, as we're now in a 4v4 situation. Jake over here
A lot of
in
low
Blue
health over
now.
on Gods here, though.
Definitely, but if you look at the time, there's only 3 seconds left. Centurion's gonna have to make a push here soon, and Slats is still going to blue bar angle, looking the wrong way though. Oh, this could be a deadly play.
Quick back and forth as TC takes down Slicks. Vivid is going to get that refrag, however. 30 seconds left. They're going to have to try to go for this plant. As Jake is going to be the one to take... Oh my god, Jake's going to take down not 2, but 3, including his own teammates. It's going to be Banana Bros. Now they just got to get that plant. And the fuser does go down. It's going to be all neck and neck here for this. Ooh, does get the kill off on the nice guy. Now it's going to be all up between Zen and Vivid.
I'm gonna try to alarm this diffuser here.
Ooh, pre-fire does go off, but Zen's going to get that final kill off on the... And we'll take the round for Centurion.
Definitely a good attempt made by the Maestro of Vivid, but ultimately these those frags coming out from the Ash just in the dying seconds of the round really swung things in favor of Centurion, even with the team kill going off there.
Ooh. Yeah, that was quick work by a typical Ash Jaeger main.
Well, we don't know if he's a Jaeger main yet. We just know the Ash main.
True. But at least he did what he was meant to do. Trax is going to be the one to 6-pick off onto a Vigil play. Surprised that's not Slacks. As well as a 6-pick from a Buck off onto a Buck. Ooh, excuse me. Trying to confuse God tier is the only thing I can think of. As now we are going to be going up to Billiard Tuca.
Hookah Billiards for God tier's on defense here. Really just avoiding penthouse like the Black. I'm sure it makes you happy. Me personally, I'd like to see it at least once, but maybe Centurion will give it to me.
And Centurion is they might. I again personally am not a fan of this map. Just not a fan of this, excuse me, not a fan of this room of this site. I love this map. I love
those are some fighting words there.
Yeah, those are some, excuse me chat, do not get upset. Wrong wording, just woke up. Yada yada. But yeah, no, love this map. This map is great. Not a fan of that room. Penthouse could just get removed, and I don't think too many people would be upset. They could just take it away in general.
Honestly, though, go at the coastline as a whole, I'm torn on it. It's my favorite map in this game, or one of, but I just see it so often, just all the time in any capacity. It's just too much of a good thing, almost. But keep in mind, we were bound to either go to here or Oregon, so I'm definitely happy we're here instead of Oregon.
Ooh. Oh, that's going to be a quick headshot off onto Vivian. That's going to be their Maestro gone.
Where was
Gone
he positioned?
very quick into the round.
What?
He was over by the pool table. He tried contesting. He must have.
I'm not sure about that play by God here on those lack of reinforcements, but maybe it'll pay off for them as we've got Jake winning the gunfight against what I believe to be Trax, as he will be set to very low HP. The sledge has been down but will be reset, so your sledge and your ash both sitting at around 20 HP. So not a great situation to be in, especially considering that your Legion on Dodger's side is still up. Become very powerful very late into this round.
Oh my god, nice guy. What are you doing? The just
Jake.
sheer work of this man.
Jake just destroying dots here on this drone clear so far as the Jaeger taken down. We slapped will take down. The Ash was immediately refed by the sledge here as we left the press in a 1v4 situation here. Puts away momentarily, but will get the kill on the sledge. We've got 3 kills up to do. An air jab goes off. It's a horrible spot to be in. Somehow still alive as no one capitalized on the air jabs. There's nowhere coming out here by Centurion. Kane's going out in the aquarium. He will win the gun.
Oh, he does get diffuser though.
Down. We'll drop hatch though. He had to have seen the diffuser. Got half health. You're going to contest here with Speed Nomad.
Oh my god, that's a 1v3 and now it's back to a 1v1.
Gunplay is now, it's all up now to uncontrolled bananas who will have to go for the plants.
No!
And
Why? Depress just won a 1v4 through the wall bang for the final kill! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sorry, oh my god! Depressed with an amazing kill from Castle as it gets to 1v4 to finish off with the wall bang! What is that timestamp? Somebody needs to clip that play! What a play! What a clutch!
Depressed here, playing out of his mind right now. Oh my.
Oh my god, what a play!
Those kind of plays, in my opinion, I don't think that they're possible without any form of call-outs coming out from your teammates, so... Great on the press, first of all, to bring that back into his team's favor, especially in the circumstances that he did. He should not have been able to get away with that. But also just the rest of God tier, giving him the proper pains and callouts. Just playing, I don't know, just great teamwork coming out here by God tier. And they take a round that they had ultimately no right taking, and they will split the half on coastline 4-2 as they will be switching to attack here. Centurion goes to defense. And so they will also start downstairs on Cation service, so teams really like to go downstairs this week. I'm not entirely sure why. Yeah, I like to change that.
Well, I mean, it is still valuable to play on different sites than, you know, just going upstairs immediately. It could throw off, maybe try to throw off God tier a little bit, unsure. Man, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just... That 4K was just amazing.
After,
amazing.
yeah,
That's all I gotta say. Yeah, it was just
after
amazing
the
at the end of the
last
day.
round, I don't know, that's obviously a huge morale boost for God tier, but I don't know, I'm hoping it doesn't affect Centurion all too much there. They did seem to be a bit disjointed on where the castle was playing, as it was just moving around the entire map, but still, I mean, half switched here, so maybe that thing just erased it from their memory and come back in the second half here, but man, when you don't do the second half 2-4 when it should easily be 3-3, that's tough.
Yeah, definitely not a good boost to morale here. What I do like to see, though, is a Doc is going to be brought onto the board for the first time in this entire game. And seeing the meta that we're in, seeing the amount of health you get on reset, Doc is a pretty powerful operator in my opinion. So glad to see him being brought out.
I had the pleasure of casting a scrim the other day, and let's say a team was banning Doc every game for that very reason, and I understand it from that perspective, but I was losing my mind over it. So it is nice to see the Doc in play. See how you.
Where was Koala? Was Koala in sight? Koala hard rush kitchen. As now Trax is gonna hard rush his way into the bathroom. As the press get one, Trax is gonna get another. They're already inside. They're pushing hard. But Zen's gonna take down 2 of them. What was that? What was that?
That was 5 kills coming out in the span of about 15 seconds down below. Got here trying to go for a early take on the service entrance, but they seem not on key with each other in the process of it, as they will be dropped down to a 2v3 now. Now, granted, you have taken out the Doc, and those are good early picks to get, but... And Slats to take down the Jaeger. And we're down to a 2v2 now, so... Out to the press, who has been dropped on the half health, and Slats, who's sitting around 75. This is winnable for them, as they do have less to contend with the Maestro on site, and that also being a huge factor, as well as the Vigil, who's made his way back to the site, and will take down the press. So it's all up now to your Ash of Slats in the 1v2. No diffuser. It heavily lit up for Kitchen.
That is just 2 people to go in through kitchen window and get picked off. Like, they're so aggressive on that play.
Definitely. We got Jake on the Vigil, who will not win out in Slats. It's on a 1v1, but ultimately the Maestro will win it out. Both having 1 an A card and 2 more health overall. Ooh. It's not that hard of a round to win, but Centurion take their first defense on what looked to be a failed rush by God Tier. I liked what they were going for.
Pushing. I mean, that was a little too aggressive, in my opinion. Considering there was still roamers on the board, there was still ACOGs holding down angles. No, Koala, don't do it. You know.
My problem with that attack is hopefully, thank you for that being switched off onto the Twitch. But my problem with that attack was, I liked what they were going for, but I don't feel they put enough pressure on Kitchen side. Maybe if you had one other player pushing from Sunrise Bar at the same time that Koala was pushing through Kitchen window, it definitely could have played out a lot better for them.
Yeah, no one pushed from Sunrise. They just did one at a time push from kitchen window there. Not effective. I mean, obviously they didn't take that round, but I mean, yeah, if they were going to do a hard kitchen take, they should have committed to it. They did have, I believe it was Slacks playing as Ash, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Slacks on Ash.
Yeah, so Slacks was playing Ash upstairs. He did almost bring it back, but I believe he was playing upstairs in VIP, watching downstairs on the kitchen window, and just thought that was going to be enough. But really, all it does is it makes it so you can see your teammate come in to the objective. You can't really do much on that. He should have been looking over service entrance doorway, as well as having someone play over by Sunrise, as you said.
Definitely. I'm more confused though by if you're gonna go for like a rush like that on the kitchen side, you should definitely be having your Ash spearheading your attack, as opposed to having both your Ash and your Zofia playing from above. Now, obviously you want vertical pressure on the side, but even the lack of it as Slats taper, not Slats.
That's what Koala is, the Twitch. I like this play actually so far. A lot of damage is going to be done on the TC, but they were going to go for a double Sunrise hold downstairs. Oh, did he get Koala?
Yeah,
he got Koala from behind. Oh my god, that's going to be another on the tracks, and now it's going to be again a 2v4. What happened?
This is
going off in the span of 10 seconds.
This is a lot more winnable for God Tier, given that you have both the Maestro and the Legion, who are very low in health. But I don't know. This game so far, like that, is definitely coming down to just more outright gunfights, and so far Centurion are coming out on top for that place.
What? Where was your
And
finger, buddy?
Lonade will be in one here by Legion of TC. Taking out, I believe, to be Slacks, if I'm not mistaken. That's all down to the Nomad of Vivid to win a 1v4, and a run out from what I believe to be VIP window will equalize things now for Centurion as we sit 4-4.
Oh man, what happened? What happened there? I mean, that was looking like such God tier's favor. Centurion was gonna do a double downstairs hold onto, you know, Sunrise Bar. They had both the Pulse and the Legion playing down in there, and Koala and Slacks did what they were supposed to do. They did a double push from Kitchen. They got down the Pulse, who I believe was Trax. No, it wasn't Trax. Excuse me. Who was that? TC. Yeah, TC. And
It was someone.
they just it was TC, I believe. They just couldn't.
No. TC was the Legion, but it was someone.
It was somebody. Point is, they got TC down to like one health. You know, and were you just not watching the flank? Did you think he just ran off? He took down Koala, took down Slacks. He took down everybody he went up against with only 1 health. That man did a 3v1 with 1 health. Like, what kind of play is that?
Yeah, and I don't know.
Maybe
I'm
penthouse, though.
thank you, Centurion. I want to say this time, but curious. I don't know. I'm really curious what's going on for God here in these attacks so far. Aside from just, you know, the gunfights aren't being won, but I feel like they're being put in the positions where they shouldn't have to go for a second gunfight at all.
Yeah, they've been just they're when they first get into it, they start out so good. They start out so well. They get down at least 2 people on Centurion. They bring down some of their top fraggers down to like what, 1-2 health even, and then they just don't escalate from there. They just get taken down one after the other from that point on. In a matter of only 10 seconds. It seems, getting a little too aggressive, seeing that they got somebody down, and they just do a strong push. Possibly one of the strongest pushes I've ever seen on the Centurion, and get taken down way too quickly in the round.
Definitely. It seems like that, that getting lit up here.
Move it is going to take down Nice Guy, though.
That's a great early pick. Jake definitely proved to be Centurion's star player, but, yeah, I was gonna say is that after that choked 4v1 on Centurion's part, I guess it lit a fire under their ass, and they're trying to press down onto God tier, who is currently in the process of repaying that favor, as it's now a 2v5, much in the favor of God tier, and we're only a minute into this round, so I guess your penthouse series might be going, you know, your way. As much as I don't want to, as we're left in a 1v5 here. So up now to the Jaeger, and a flawless round by God tier over in just over a minute. So nice bounce back by them on their attack. Definitely a complete 180 from what we've been seeing so far this second half. But
do you think it'd be safe to say Penthouse wasn't that strong of a?
No. I just think that Centurion might have been caught a little bit off guard. But
well, first off, taking down Nice Guy like that was a huge pick off extremely early in the round, and then getting them down to a 2v5 with still a minute and a half left. That's so much time to play with. That is just so much time to play with only 2 operators left on the board. I mean, what you know, you already won. There's unless somehow you just run in there, guns ablazing, throwing people at bullets, you know, running into the same doorways or something. Not, you know, just. Well, I don't know a way that you could lose that 2v1.
To be fair, it did happen in round 6.
To be fair, that is true. Depressed did win that 1v4, so.
But I don't know. what I've been noticing, especially in the second half, is it just seems like both teams just keep upping the aggression on one another. Because, I said earlier on that it seems to be coming down more to gunfights this game than it has been to outright strategies. But yeah, definitely in this second half especially, it's just been one team trying to one-up the other every time, just in terms of pure aggression and just firepower. So,
well, it seems for the first 2 rounds, God's here was a little bit too aggressive, as they were in a bit of a lead. It was 4-2, and now they made a comeback, bringing it to 4-5 with God's here still in the lead. Yes, but if they aren't careful, they could blow this lead, and it might cost them the game. So they got to be a little bit more strategic this game, or this round.
Yeah, Gatier has been at a round advantage. We've been leading this game since round 3. So, let's see if they can close it out here. We're going back to kitchen service. So, oddly enough, double bar being avoided here by Centurion. The Doc is taking a lot of damage. I'm not entirely sure from where, but
I believe he is getting taken down from the Hubana, who is holding a very tight angle from upside down onto service entry doors. Jake takes down Vivid. But yeah, if you also didn't notice, that was going to be all of those stem shots onto the Doc. Only used onto the Doc, actually.
And the Doc is no more now. He's taken out here by Press, playing from above on this vertical play with the Buck. He has went up to about half health, but still definitely manageable, especially given that Gatier seem to have top floor control here, and on this side especially, that can be so detrimental to the attackers.
Yeah, the amount of pressure they are putting from up above is just something else, but Depressed is going to take down Nice Guy Jake from up top, as well as Slick's taking down Bananas, and again, it's going to be a 2v4.
We still do have the rolling gator of TC coming inside lobby / security. As Slacks pushes in the bathroom, he takes on the minus resolve left to TC and only 4, and he will not even find 1. He will be finished off by Koala on the Sophia, and Godtier ready to match point.
I just want to put it out there, if he would have stuck from that main lobby and did a push over on the bathroom, he probably could have at least got 2 or 3 out onto that. It might have been a little bit better on that flank, possibly, because from what I was looking, it didn't seem they were watching the flank from main hallway on the bathroom. But
yeah, Godtier.
Yeah, regardless. Oh,
go
no,
on.
continue. Excuse me.
All right. You go on.
Okay. We'll figure this out, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. It seems that regardless of what happens, Godtier is at match point right now, so they are going to get a point on the board. Only hope for Centurion is to, bring this up to a tie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Godtier here were really coming alive these last 2 rounds. I don't think they've dropped more than. Actually, they've only lost 1 person over the course of 2 rounds here, so that's a very dominant comeback from the first 2 rounds of the second half here for them. Forward here.
Look at that. 3 people with double digits on Godtier. That is just, I love seeing that.
The thing I like more about that is you have 3 people with double digits, but no one on Godtier is really slacking either.
Even their last place player right now, Trax, who is sitting at the bottom, still has not only 4 kills, but also 5 assists. Like, nobody's falling behind at all. Everybody's pulling their weight.
To be fair, he was playing Legion a lot in the first half. Not to take away from those assists.
Yeah, no. But I mean, regardless, even if you want to, no matter how you want to play that, Legion's still a valuable operator. It still does slow down the attacking team, and in my opinion, that still does count as an assist. You're still doing something to your team. Yeah, even if you do get taken out, even if you didn't get a kill per se on that round. You still do have those goo mines down. You still are stopping the plant, and you still are slowing down the attacking team. And in some instances, that might be the make or break of a winning round. Is a well-placed Legion.
definitely. And we're going back to hoop to billiards here, and I'm curious about the bandit pick here. As, ooh, that's a nasty kill there. Usually you'll see that wall wide open, but God here, Jesus! Talk about
he
him not
cated
getting
him through the
kills, he'll
wall.
prove you wrong. Jeez.
He
Trash
cated him
pickup
through the
two
wall.
giant kills off of a air job by his teammate here, and they're already in sight. We're only a minute in. Now we will be done down. You know the path absolutely gone into sight. I believe that's the future down as well, but
He got took down by Depressed, and there is going to be another frag off from Uncurled as he's going to be uncontested to take down the two.
We're in a 2v1, and got to end up the round in a little over a minute. Man, what a
quick
for our
round.
lack of really anything that last round. It just all happened so quickly, but man, Trat's taking full advantage of that Nomad air job, getting 2 kills to off the scoreboard a bit for him personally, but man, just those last 3 rounds, God tier just playing out of their minds there. They lost what I believe 3 people over the course of 3 rounds. So very impressive on their part. But either way,
If you didn't notice too, Slacks, Koala, and Depressed all finished out with 11 kills. They were just neck and neck that entire game. I've never seen a much well coordinated team like that before. That's nuts.
Definitely, but GG's to both teams. I believe you'll be inviting Slacks here, but yeah, definitely a good attempt by Centurion, especially in the first part of that second half, trying to really capitalize on the mistakes of God tier, but ultimately it just wasn't enough.
What's going on, Connor? Yeah, make sure you include your audio. Nice. Buddy, what a round, man. You guys were just a powerhouse through those last 3 rounds, only losing a total of 3 people in 3 rounds. That's pretty good. How are you feeling right now?
Fantastic. Our comms are actually there for once.
By the way, I caught all of it, actually. I caught that entire 1v4 by Depressed. So tell Robbie we're going to be clipping that. That was
that definitely kept us in the game.
The communication on that was just phenomenal. On that last wallbang headshot that he got there. That was amazing.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. Any before we do start this interview, I guess anything you want to say to the opposing team, to Centurion, before we get started?
Centurions, you guys are a hell of a team. Great job. You gave us a run for our money today. That's it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, first question I gotta ask for your first 2 rounds on attack: what made you decide to do such an aggressive push on the kitchen when they were holding downstairs in the kitchen, and Koala was the one to first jump in the kitchen window? What was there wasn't a lot of roam clear. There wasn't a lot of any pressure from any other angle on that. It was just sort of a running into kitchen window and seeing what they could pull off. What was the strap behind that?
There's no strap behind that. He just did that himself. He just kind of took it upon himself to do that. And he was like, yo, I'm in state. Then we started pushing. Then he's like, never mind, I died. And then we're like, oh, fuck. And now we have to replan all this. That was not the original plan. He just kind of said, yep.
For any team watching, know that would be that could be the make or break of a winning round, is pushing in without any context on that. Yeah. But okay, so that does make sense then. I was very confused to see that he was already in kitchen. it was a strong push. I was not expecting that.
No, it was.
Another question, which is probably more for Skinny and not me. How I didn't see any penthouse plays from you guys.
That
What
is,
was the?
that is the worst site to get on that map. Worst site.
Y'all are tripping.
Absolutely
I
not.
love to hear that. I love to hear that.
Okay. They take control of VIP and have a nomad on that window, and you can't do anything about that. You get clusterfucked.
Y'all are tripping. Really, I only have one. I only have one question. And it kind of just pertains to the second half. So those last 3 rounds, again, you guys were very dominant, losing only a total of 3 people in those last 3 rounds. But what I noticed is you guys were playing it very much the same way that you guys did in the first 2 rounds. What changed to make it be from Centurion winning the rounds to you guys just absolutely being just dominating on them?
We switched the rules properly and kept our columns good. The first 2 rounds, our columns really weren't up there.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we decided to take control of one part of the map and then just keep our columns clear.
Well, yeah, it definitely paid off.
The round that you guys had a flawless round on upstairs against Centurion, do you think that part of the reason you guys had a flawless round was because they picked Penthouse?
Yes.
Oh God,
Stop
I love to hear
bullying
that.
me.
Thank you very much, Slacks. Me and Skinny were having a debate about that throughout the scrim, and I was very glad to see you guys weren't playing Penthouse. And the moment I seen the flawless victory, almost 2 times in a row, because when they picked Penthouse again, it was a 4. Man, you only guys only lost 1 person upstairs on Penthouse, so
That was on Kitchen.
I think that was it on Kitchen. Well,
Yes,
regardless, Penthouse isn't a great room. Anyways, yeah. But with that being said, if Skinny doesn't have any other questions, Slacks, I'll give you your 30 seconds of fame to shout out. Well, anything really. You already know how this works: merchandise, upcoming games, social media accounts, anything else. Your 30 seconds will start now.
Yeah, don't really got anything. Just shout out to Robbie for that 1v4. That was nutty. And
It was very nutty.
yeah, that kind of saved the game for us.
That had to have been a huge morale boost.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Skinny, anything else before I do the outro?
No, pretty much everything's been said. So GG.
Okay. Well, yeah. Good game to both of you. Good job to Centurion. They did start to make what looked like a promising comeback, but unfortunately for them, you guys did bring it out in the end there. So again, good game to you guys. I think it's clear to easily be said depressed. That was amazing 1v4. We did clip that for you, buddy. So good job on that as well. But other than that, last thing to be said is thank you very much, Skinny, for coming in here last second to do this co-host with me. Slacks, Connor, however you want to be called, thank you for coming in here.
All right, thank you real quick. Also shout out to Alex for that 4K with Jaeger. That was a big deal.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he had a 4K with Jaeger
Congratulations.
when we were holding hookah. Came up with the flank.
Oh, congratulations with that 4K. That seemed like a good amount of kills by Koala. So good job to Koala. Good job to everybody as well. Actually, good job to all you guys for just having that 11 across the board between the 3 of you. That's 33 kills across
kills
all
and everything.
3 of you.
That's also a big thing with our support, Trey and Tanner.
Oh no, as we were even saying that in the VOD too. Nobody was falling behind. You guys were all holding your own very well.
Yeah.
And that last 2 piece from him as Habana, that was very well done. But yeah, other than that, just to call out, so yeah, good game to you guys as well. Thank you, Skinny. Thank you, Slicks, for both coming in here and being with me today. I have been your host, Seal King or Coach Mex, however you guys want to call it. Other than that, yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you guys want to follow us on at collective_esports. Thank you everybody in the collective for watching us today. It's been a wonderful game. Make sure to stay tuned because at 7:30 we will be having another game that is going to be 3D versus NT. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you all in a couple of hours.